Hi friends, so today I'll cover one of the topic which I read on one of the article, and it's about how you can handle and how you can tackle day-to-day discussion within your professional life or in personal life also. So there are some observation by the author and how you can deal with these kind of observation which author shared that. So let me start with one by one. The first one is that author always recommending about that in that particular article that whenever we commit any kind of mistake, we always try to justify that. We have a reasonable justification for that, why it happened, why did it happen like this, and I was not aware about that, or maybe that situation was like this, that's why I took that decision, and we justify ourselves that this decision is fine and this decision is okay based on that situation. But in terms of whenever we find any fault with any other person, 99% we always criticize that. Why? And this is the thing, that it is not like everyone is like this, but mostly as per the research, as per the all the survey, it was found that it is a human tendency, and whenever we find any kind of fault, we always criticize 99% we do that. And 99% if it is happening with like us, like we did any kind of mistake, we always justify that it was that situation which forced us to take such kind of decision, and we justify that. So we have to understand that when we find fault with other people also, or maybe that error, it is just because of that situation, and they were not aware about that, or we have to find out what is this main problem, what is the root cause, and then try to find out that how you can help them, not the criticize them. So it will always help you to build that relation with even it is your professional relation or personal relation, and that colleague will always like you, and they always admire your such kind of efforts or your behavior. So this is first one, he was talking about such kind of terms we can maintain in professional and personal life. And there are some other important thing he was mentioning in this. Let me let me check that. Yeah, so in that, author was sharing his one of the experience. He was one of the uh, industry or manufacturing site, and he was like a safety in charge over there, and he shared one of his observation that when he was taking round, and that round doing that round, he found some people were not following the safety guideline, like they were not wearing the helmet or some kind of safety gadgets which were provided to them to wear during their day-to-day activities and during the project activity. So what happened, he asked them, like he was directly pointing out their mistakes. He was yelling on them that you have to follow all the safety guidelines, this is compulsory, this is mandatory. But and he moved on after that. Next day again, he was when he was taking the round, he found the same culture, same behavior. Nobody was wearing the helmet, though nobody was following the safety guideline. So he realized that, and then he tried to change his way of handling the people. And that time, what happened? He convey his concern for the safety, and he was showing that concern, that uh, he was really concerned about their safety, and any time any kind of injury can happen if any incident will take place, and this safety gadgets or this equipment will help them to prevent any kind of such injury during that incident. And it really helped him to convince them to follow that safety guideline. And next day when again he visited over there, then that time he found that people were following that guideline, and even across the site drastically people were following that guideline, because his way of conveying the things was different as compared to earlier. And he was very polite, he was able to show that he was concerned for their safety, and it convinced people to that it is must required and they have to follow that. And in this way, he realized that, author realized that you have to be very polite, you have to show the courtesy whenever you want people to follow the particular guideline, and whenever people listen you carefully. So if you yelling on people, then they'll not listen you. So that's why he was referring to his experience in that industrial area, that manufacturing area, that when you are polite and showing the courtesy, people will listen you and they'll follow your guidelines. So this was the second he was sharing about that his experience. Then one more he was sharing about, like we know that even God give us always a next chance to correct ourselves, and it is the same thing, like whenever we commit any mistake, we get the time, we realize ourselves, then we review our all the actions, and then we correct ourselves, and in future we learn from our mistakes, and we always grow and improve. The same way we have to give chance to other people when they are learning, when they are taking the initiative, and they can improve on that. If they are committing the error also, always hold their hand and help them to improve, learn more about. Maybe they'll commit more mistake, but give them that assurance that they are learning something new, they are, and that initiative is must required, then they can do something, and always protect them, guide them. And this behavior always admire, they'll always admire your such kind of behavior, and it always make a good and healthy relation, whether it is a professional or personal relation. So in this paragraph, I thought that let me share with you uh, this some kind of tips which I learned, and I will apply all this in my day-to-day life, and I'll ensure that practically I'll use these tips which always help me to make good relations and maintain a healthy relation in my professional and personal life. So I hope you can also try this, and till then, bye bye, take care.